Hey parents, we are so excited that you've allowed your student to come with us for camp. I can't believe it's this Friday. That's unbelievable. It's so crazy. And so we've been hard at work trying to put together a great camp for these students. And I think it's going to be a wonderful time for them to start to learn who they are and who their real identity is, and that is with Christ. And so we're going to focus on Ephesians 2, 1 through 10, and it's going to basically talk about who they are in Christ and that they are loved, and so that they should live like they're loved. And if you ever heard of the famous Hawk Nelson song, it's probably famous to me, but not everybody. But live like you're loved. Look it up. I might even put it on the end of this video. That song is really the theme of our camp. We want our students to know that they can live like they're loved and that they can stop performing for everybody else and just look on honoring God for the rest of their lives. My brother-in-law, Andy Ehlers, is coming all the way from Delaware to be the camp speaker. He is an awesome youth pastor. Or he's actually he's a head pastor now, but he was a youth pastor, and he did these camps all the time, and he's just great, and I can't wait to see what he has for us. And then we have Ryan Long, the awesome Ryan Long, leading worship with us, and we're completely excited about him being able to do that. And so it's going to be a great time as far as programming-wise, and so we just have a few more details we want to get over to you before we head out on Friday at 11 a.m.
You'll notice in this email along with the videos, there's a few things attached, one of which is going to be a packing list. So on that, a few things to note are that messy clothes are going to be super important. We like to play, and that typically requires getting some stuff on your clothes. We're very excited. Shoes, kids will need to have something with the back on it. So tennis shoes, chacos, something with support, but also something that can stay in some water, stay in some dirt, stay in some color powder. Stuff that they're not supposed to wear to church the following Sunday. It is supposed to be a little bit rainy that weekend, and so up to your students, however they're comfortable with. So if they desire to bring a rain jacket or an umbrella for that kind of thing, go ahead and send that stuff with them as well. Other things attached are going to be waivers. These are very important. There will be one for the students for a COE retreat center by itself. If your student is a current 6th grader headed into 7th grade, they will need to fill out a waiver for tubing. If they are a current 7th rising 8th grader, they will need to fill out a waiver for rafting, and y'all's signature will need to be on that. Those will be available at the watershed during check-in, but if you come with those ready, that would help us out a ton.
And not only that, if you do owe your deposit, the rest of your deposit is due then, or the balance of your deposit is due. So bring a check for that as well.
Yeah. Attached will also be a PDF of a booklet that we've put together for camp. So in there, this is just so you guys are aware of what we're doing. There is a camp schedule on there, a map. Our devotionals are in there. Some of our stations and things that we're going to be doing throughout the week are on there. So we would really encourage you to just go through that and pray. Specifically to this schedule, note that we are asking you guys to be here at 11 a.m. on Friday morning. We will be feeding your students, and there'll be snacks provided when we get to camp, so they will not be hungry. But please respect that time and be here as quickly as possible, because we are trying to head out promptly. The other big thing to note is that we are asking students to not bring their cell phones to camp. If they bring them with them, which is totally fine, we will be collecting them and storing them during the actual portion of camp, and they will be returned to them at the end.
There's literally no signal up there, so even if they had them, they would not be able to do it. But there are places that we can receive. And
a COE has a phone number which we will be sending out to you as well. So in case of really big emergencies, please feel free to contact them, and then we will have our cell phones on us. Again, service is kind of hit or miss, but you are more than welcome to try and reach us.
And then I'm on Verizon, so I'm extremely accessible while we're there. So aside from the point that I don't have a small group there, so I'm kind of able to help oversee, so I would be definitely in contact and accessible while we're there. And we're accessible between now and Friday. If you have any questions that come up, we definitely want to be helpful. Only other thing is just knowing that we built the schedule and we built the camp around your student and around the relationships with their leaders. And we've kind of already divvied them up into some cabins and into some teams. For cabins, they really are hanging out with their grade and gender, and so they're going to be with the friends that they came to camp with or that they invited to camp. So there really shouldn't be any issue with that. And then they're going to spend some time on teams where they get to meet some new friends, but also have some of their old friends on them as well. But we're really excited about the schedule, and we really do just want this to be a blessing for your students, and we hope that they grow and they learn, and they do live like they're loved throughout.
Yeah, very excited. So the 11 o'clock this Friday, be at the church. We are having pizza if that's an issue as far as dietary concerns. I would bring something else for your student. I'm sorry, but that's what we're having right now is pizza, and then we're going to leave by 12 to get there, hopefully around 2:30 to start the week like right away. It's going to be great. So thank you. Keep praying for us. Pray for your student. And if you have any concerns, please feel free to call us. We're here to answer and help you with those.
So go ahead and live like you love. It's okay to